What got you into running? Like, when did you decide you wanted to be a runner?
Well, it all started back in 7th grade, and before 7th grade, I hated running. Like, I'll come clean. I hated running. I wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. And then I moved to Knoxville, Tennessee, and my dad ran a college, and I found that out in 7th grade, and he was trying to get my older brother to join the cross-country team, and he did, and then I was like, well, I want to be like my older brother, and I want to make my dad proud, so I'm gonna try it out, and after that season, dude, I just fell in love with it.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I've stuck with it ever since, and it's been my main sport since then. I haven't really done anything else. I mean, I'll play some pickup ball and I'll go play in the park with my friends, ultimate frisbee and soccer and whatnot. But running is definitely the main, and I love it. Okay, I want to answer that. I don't know who asked that, but it was like, how did I get to where I am mentally? And honestly, that kind of correlates with what I'm saying right now about being patient. When I started running, I was impatient with myself, and I made these big goals, and when I didn't achieve them, I feel like I failed. Because I mean, in my mind, I guess I expected progress to be linear, and it's been anything but. It's hard. It's hard to push past the pain. And like my freshman and sophomore years in cross, there would be some races when I find myself alone, or maybe in the front, and instead of like pushing, I would just kind of be like, and I'd stay at the same pace or slow down, and I'd finish. Oh my goodness, I would cross the line race after race, knowing that I hadn't given it everything, and I was just so sick of that feeling, like knowing that I had more to give and that I did not lay it out on the line. And I wish I could say like since my sophomore year I hadn't had any races like that, but I still do. And sometimes you want to give it everything, and sometimes you feel like the pain is too much, the discomfort is too much. It's just not your day. But I guess developing that kind of grit and mentality, for me at least, is pinpointing why I run.
Yeah.
And then locating the desire. My desire, my why for running is because I have a desire for progress. I like progress. I want to improve in everything I do. So when I find something like running that's so hard, and not every time, but sometimes I feel like I'm just not giving it my all, and that I'm just too tired, or that I wasn't mentally tough. I think it's because I didn't focus on why or how much I love it. So maybe that was a really long explanation, but I think to develop a mentality that is like the Mamba mentality that you want to have in a race, find your why and stick to that. And for me, it's because I love running. Because I love it so much, I'm going to sacrifice, and that is okay. And it's going to hurt for 15 minutes, or it's going to hurt for 4 minutes and 15 seconds, or however long your race is. And say you're a JV guy watching this, and your PR is in the 20s, or in the 18s, or in the 19s, which are all good times. Maybe your race lasts a little longer, but that doesn't matter. It's your race. You do the best that you can do. So
next one is basketball.
Yep.
Basketball. I'm gonna say number 3.
Okay. Got your 2 and your 1. It is, drum roll. Drum. Fencing.
Fencing. Dang, I really should have thought about that before I put basketball in 3. Although, actually, you know what? Fencing's pretty tough, and you gotta be pretty fit for that.
Convincing himself into thinking that he's got the right answer.
I'm not the biggest fencer. I wouldn't say I'm a fencing connoisseur. We're gonna put that in two because I'm really hoping you say like the sport we all want to hear as number one.
The last spot, chess. Okay, cross country.
I mean, do I even have to say it? Cross country is the hardest sport, and it is the best sport. It is the most pure sport. There is no bias. There is no coach's favorite. There's no my daddy paid for the jerseys. It's you're fast or you're faster, and whoever's faster, you know, let the times talk for themselves. You know.
Alright. I still think chess is the heart. No.
What's your favorite Olympic event?
Like the 1500 and the 5K and the 10K and the 800.
Yeah, just move away from the running though. we love running, but let's move away from that because obviously that's the favorite one.
It's fine. I love Olympic sports. I think diving is pretty sick. Honestly,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure that's a Summer Olympic thing. What else? Olympic. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just watch track. But basketball's cool. I love all the other sports. Like, you know, I've been known to airball a 3 every now and then when we play some pickup. Well, and I feel like all cross country runners can, like, you know, we've been there. We know how those aerobic runs go down, and you know what happens on the long run stays on the long run.
Of a 13-mile run. Okay,
Just
if that got recorded,
let's just not talk about that.
let's not talk about it.
We are here with the NXN Champion Charlie Vause. Round of applause for him. Congratulations, Charlie, on an incredible performance on last Sunday. Obviously, you're a good runner. You're an amazing runner. But coming into the season, is NXN the goal? Like, was it your goal to make it to NXN? Or what were you really expecting out of that?
It was absolutely the goal. Like, I wanted to get to NXN above anything else, right? And I'd never been. I was kind of close last year. I was 14th at NXR Southwest, like third junior there, I think. And I was just like so bummed that I didn't make it. So I figured I had to make it this year. So that was the goal.
Yeah. And did you ever, in any of your wildest dreams, did you ever have yourself winning Nike Cross Nationals?
I would say exclusively in my wildest dreams. Like it was a goal that I kind of put in my mind after track season, but I guess I went back and forth between thinking, is this attainable? Can I really do it, or you know, am I not that guy? And I just kind of had that goal throughout the season, whether it was in the front or in the back of my mind, and I just kind of held on to that. And going into the race, I realized, you know, I'm not, as they so kindly pointed out in the interviews, I didn't win my state, I didn't win NXR Southwest. So going in, I was just like, I have no pressure. I just go in and I run like it's my last race, and it was. So that was the strat.
Yeah.
During the race, at what point did you? Well, I'll word it like this: at any point in the race, like early on, were you like, "Oh, this is mine," or was it like near the end where you're like, "Oh, I may have this"?
It was not quite at the beginning, but it was before the end. And honestly, I think it was like a mile and a half in. Because, you know, we do that loop. We go, I came through the first mile. I think I was in like the 20th, like maybe 20th place or something. And we go do that one part that you go down a hill and then back up a hill. And you only do it once. And I started getting gapped on the downhill, and I was like, I had this thought, like, if you want to win, if you want to be up there, get into that pack. So I got up, I made a big surge up that hill, and then that straightaway where you start on, I came through there the second time, and I was like, I feel good. Maybe I can win this.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was just like stay in position, and then with a K to go, execute.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the night before, even like the week before. You talked in your other trained for NXN, you know, catching guys, practicing that workout. But walk us through the week of training before that week? Like, what were the nerves like? What was the overall vibe?
Oh man, it was a lot of things. It was like nervousness and oh my goodness, I made it. And then moments of like, I'm gonna go win this thing, and like I was just so, I guess, ferocious. But the training was pretty much easy except for Tuesday. Tuesday was the workout day. Had a really good workout, and then just everything after that, I was like trying to stay positive, trying to stay locked in, have that mentality of like I can win this if I want to. And again, even like the night before, I was still back and forth of believing that fully. Like I didn't fully believe until I was in that moment. And I had like told my dad, I want to go win this. I told my coach, I said, I want to go win this. I believe I can. But it was, I think the thing that grounded me and the reason I was able to was because of the focus and the effort that I put in my Savior towards Jesus Christ. Like, man, I was praying so much that week. And I would have moments like when we did the preview of the course, dude, I wish it could have been the race then. I was so ready. And then I get back to the hotel and I'm like, who am I? I'm a nobody. I don't belong here. Like, I just have these thoughts, like, they conflict, right? And I just, like, every time I'd feel that, I would just get on my knees and I'd pray. And I'd pray that, you know, I can realize that I've worked hard and that I can be blessed with strength. And I think that is ultimately, like, why I was able to accomplish what I did. So, crazy week lead up.
What did you think of the weather conditions?
I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice of like a course, weather and everything, but it was not it definitely was not my first time in those conditions and having to compete in that kind of environment. Like, you know, some kids, they'll see the messy course, they'll see that it's cold out and they'll be like, today is not my day. Not gonna go all out. But shout out to Charlie, by the way. But that wasn't, I didn't want to have that idea in my head. It's like, okay, well, these other kids are going to just kind of give up mentally. This is where I become extra tough. So, just like, don't let it bother you. Accept it, embrace it, don't let it get to your head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any hobbies? Obviously, you're a runner. You got the running hobby. But do you do anything else?
Believe it or not, that is my only personality trait. Dude, I run, and then when I get back, I'll like, you know, stretch, recovery, drink, eat some, and then I'll go back out for another run. Yeah. No, I love music. I'm actually sitting by the piano. I like the piano. I like playing guitar and stuff like that, and anything outside, hiking, biking.
Oh yeah, running.
Kayaking, all that good stuff, swimming. I like to read and to write. I write a fair bit and stuff like that. So
Yeah, we get it.
I have a question.
Okay. How many miles did you put on this summer?
Oh.
I put on 485, and my coach would not round up and give me the shirt that said 500 miles. He gave me the 400-mile club, and I was 15 away. I'm still salty about it.
That's
got to be a low. That's got to be one of your lows.
That was the biggest low of the season. Yeah.
What's advice you would give to the younger runners coming up?
Oh my. Okay, well, I'm about to get on my soapbox because you asked that question. All right. Young runners. Honestly, this goes for runners and people that don't run. But I say, find something you love, pursue that, be consistent, and just like do it because you love it. And to the runners out there, let's be real. Our sport is the hardest out of any other sport, and it's deciding really. Like ultimately, when you get to the higher levels, it's how much discomfort are you going to be comfortable with. No other sport is really like that. And you know, I'm not dogging on football and basketball, baseball, those other sports. You got to be athletic for that. But so much of running is mental and built upon a desire. So I say you find your why, you find that desire, and then you just go after it. And, you know, whether that's running, whether that's art, whether that's music, whatever it is, find something you love, do it, pursue it, be consistent, and then just be kind and help others along the way. And, like, I think that's how you can find success in whatever you want to do. And believe in yourself. Oh, my goodness, believe. That is, like, that's up here. If you don't believe, it's not really worth anything, you know? So be consistent, do it out of joy because you love it, and then just be humble and kind and uplift others along the way, because you never know who else you're helping out, even when you're helping out yourself. So
Somebody write that quote down. That was beautiful.
Who's my inspiration? I had a couple different inspirations, if I can share. I mean, first and foremost, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is why I do what I do. And I think a huge inspiration is my dad. He helped me get started on this journey, and he's been with me every step of the way. And, you know, sometimes he's had to drag me. But I told him when I was younger that I wanted to be the best runner I could be, and he's held me to that. And I think he has been so inspirational to me because he's so hardworking and patient and kind, and he puts his mind to something, he's going to do it. So I've kind of learned that from him. Some other like inspirations in the running world. I mean, my glorious king, Jakob Ingebrigtsen. If you ever watched this, just know I love you. And I have the same Koros watch as you. So I think him for sure. I love Grant Fisher and Cole Hawker. I mean, American heroes, and the Ernie Goose.
Be honest here. You know, you're gonna get clipped. You're gonna get clipped. Just, you know, it's probably gonna happen. But okay, we're gonna have you blind rank these 5 sports on how hard you think they are.
Oh. Okay.
We're gonna have a council. Okay, decide. Okay, just give us a second. Okay. First up, we're gonna go with, where would you rank baseball? Baseball. Where are we putting baseball?
This is very common.
Baseball is not going on the list of top 5. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Okay. Hold on. Out of hardest sports, I mean, there's a lot of skill.
Yeah.
That's true.
A lot of skill, and you have to be good if you're gonna play in the major leagues and stuff like that. But pure athleticism and will and just stuff like that, I feel like it's not that high.
Okay. So on the 5 to 1, out of the next 5, where do you think it would go?
You know, I want to put it. No offense to baseball fans, I want to put it at 5. But if you tell me something like curling or darts, and then I rank it above baseball, I'm gonna be so mad at y'all. So I'm gonna play it safe and say baseball's number 4.
Okay. Okay. You just said it for me.
Yeah, just say it.
Okay, the next one. Curling.
We had already decided it. We had already
It's
decided.
predetermined.
Number 1.
Hey.
No, curling is number 5.
Okay.
Sorry, the curling fans out here.
Curling was number 1.
Yep, and then just please. Did you think that you had a slight advantage coming into it because of the weather?
And in regards to what I train in those kinds of conditions I'm used to.
Yeah, I guess, and just you're a, like they mentioned in the race, you're a strong runner. So, do you think that was that in your mind that you might have a better chance because of your abilities, you're strong? Was that all in your mind?
I wouldn't say necessarily because of my physique. I think it was just I've been in these conditions before. I know what to do. Your plan doesn't change. You can throw time out the window, but the way you execute, the way you race, that stays the same. And for instance, going into the race, I fully expected to. No, thank you, Aaron Spute. I fully expected to go down, and I just had it in my mind. I'm gonna fall at some point. Like every time I would visualize, because I'm sure you guys do this. Like you have a big race coming up, you'll spend time just like sitting there thinking about all the outcomes, and in every outcome, it's like I slip at the beginning, I slip on a hill, I slip down a hill, I slip at the end. Like you just have that in your mind so that you know what your response to that would be, and it would be just get back up, just go. So I think I was prepared for that in a way. I woke up and I looked out the window and I was like, I gotta run in that, you know. But then you got to start thinking. No, you can't think like that. Just be positive and yeah, focus on. I don't know. I think I focused on the beauty of Oregon because honestly, even though it was wet and it was cold, dude, Oregon's a gorgeous place. So you just kind of think about that.
Yeah. Towards the end of this live stream, we're going to Charlie, the other Charlie. He's running a bit late, but he will be in here, you know, in a little while. So you'll get to. Charlie, we'll get to interview Charlie for a little bit. I'm thinking we might actually get to have an opportunity, depending on time, to have you guys ask Charlie questions, and then we can.
Charlie.
Which Charlie you choose? Well, yeah. Okay, here's a question, Charlie.
Okay.
Your top 5 emojis are
This is probably the most important question
of your life. Like this, I'd say getting and winning NXN are about in value about the same.
Yeah, easily.
Dang, you're right. I mean, okay, this is like serious talk, y'all. I'd say my favorite emoji and my most used emoji is the smiley with the open mouth and like the closed eyes when it's like that. I love that emoji.
Yeah, that's a good emoji. That's a solid.
Okay.
I'd say maybe my second is like the smiling like demon. you know which one I'm talking about? It's like it's got the horns. I send that one a lot. The laughing emoji. Like let's be real, people. If this is not on my top 5 list, I have no sense of humor as a human being. And then I guess in 4th place. Hold on. Will I, if I like check my messages to see what my actually most uses, will this stop? Will the live stream stop?
I don't know. You want to try it? If it does, you can. We'll get you back in here. Yeah, go ahead and try it. Hey, we got them saying it.
Hey, that's the guy that made art.
Okay, I'll be right.
Oh, is it extra?
Yeah, I have my last two. The winky emoji, right?
Yep.
That's pretty solid. And then last but certainly not least is the moon that's like,
Magic?
you know, like the side looking moon. Yeah.
I had never heard of that emoji before. I'd actually never seen it. But then the DM that you sent us, it had that. It had the moon in it. I saw.
I totally sent you that. Yeah.
Your bio. And true story, I have actually started to use that emoji now. It is made.
I feel so much. I feel the love.
You got the Cole Hawker spikes. Am I correct in thinking that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Those at the race.
How were they?
Yeah, you wore them, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. At the race, because I had them on, I low-key felt like Cole Hawker. So I don't know what else you want me to say. Like it was the best like shoe on my foot experience ever. I don't know if it'll ever get better than that.
I didn't even know that actually.
Yeah, that's great. What about for regular shoes? Like, talk to us about your regular race shoes, your training shoes, and your everyday shoes, like your school shoes and stuff.
Okay. Race shoes. I race in obviously like Dragonflies, but here in New Mexico, dude, our courses are tough, and we're running on like dirt, sand, concrete at times. It's not how it is in the Midwest where you just got grass.
Yeah.
But so we usually we race in supers, and my pair of supers is the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3s, and I love them. They're so good. I love them. And then my trainers I'm honestly a big Saucony guy. I wear a lot of Sauconys. I've worn Brooks. I've worn Nike. But I feel like Saucony just works really well for me. So, like, right now I've got a pair of the Ride 15s and then the Freedom 5s, which are, maybe like some indie shoes for those non-Saucony fans, but I recommend. They're pretty good. And then, one more time?
How many miles can you put on those?
I'm usually close to the 400-500 range. Yeah, they're pretty solid shoes, man. For the ones I wear at school, I rock Vans a lot, actually. I like Vans. I have a pair of Sambas. I have these, like, boots, like Doc Martin boots that I copped from the seminary building. Because no one claimed them for a long time, and they're just kind of mine now. But, yeah, mostly Vans.
Okay.
What was going to school like if you even went to school on Monday? What was it like?
Well, I got there and like there was some dude, I'm pretty sure it was Alfred from Batman, who like opened my door for me, and they had a whole parade. No, I'm playing. I just went to school, but it was really cool. A lot of people, because they put on the announcements, like the picture of me crossing the line, which was really cool, and I got a lot of love. Like people that I see and I know, they were all like, "Good job, man," and they were super supportive. Like a lot of people, my teachers. Kids I didn't even like know that well were congratulating me. It was honestly really cool.
Wow, that's great. Did your teachers make you do any work?
Yeah, they did, and I was really, really mad about that.
I would be too. I don't blame you.
What were some of your highs and lows of the season? I mean, I guess the high would be NXN, but what was like a point where you're like, ah, man, if there even was a point like that this season?
I would say the highs were definitely Twilight was a high. I think District was pretty fun with my team, and then obviously winning state with my team was huge. That was so cool. Third time in a row. Go Rams! This is the Rams symbol. NXR was fun, but yeah, NXN probably takes a cake. And then for lows, I mean, I think state was awesome. I was a little bummed that I got outkicked, but shout out to Corbin Coombs. That dude is one heck of a competitor. I love that guy. So he knows how to throw down the last mile. And then I don't know. I don't think there were too many lows. Not too many.
That's a W season.
What is your life like? I mean, you're famous. Everybody knows you. You have like the national record in the 5K.
Just kind of try to do what I can to have fun. Live life to the fullest.
I'll take.
Eat donuts. Yeah, and just do stuff like that. Just for fun.
Where are you going?
Okay.
I want to see what he is.
No, you can't.
This one here?
No. I'll do.
Huh? Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie. I'm a big fan.
I'm doing great. Did you? Oh, wait, yeah. All right. Well, are you ever? Let's answer some questions. All right, guys, come on. Ask some questions.
Spam the question.
He put on random clothes in stores. That's cool, I guess. You guys like my outfit? Pretty cool, isn't it? Have you ever visited Ohio? I've been there a time or two. I'm pretty sure I was born there.
Oh
my word, bro. I can't. And this Charlie got a low taper fade, You never know.
How about this? If there is an amazing barber and you want to come up to our lovely town in Wisconsin, you can give him a low taper fade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That'd be great. A low taper fade.
Like that would be massive.
That
would be good.
Imagine if Charlie got a low taper fade. Okay. Charlie, you should get a low taper fade too. Because that.
What do we think about a mullet? Like,
Oh.
Craig Angles level mullet. Like, something like it's gonna flow in the wind.
Oh,
Do it.
do it.
Do it.
Commit.
Bro, for
Alright.
track season.
Just for Charlie.
Oh, that would be so bad. I mean, it would be amazing.
Oh, someone says, Charlie, where are you going to commit? So you answer that, and then I'll answer that.
Okay.
Well, I'm talking to a variety of coaches, and I have not decided on my collegiate decision, but I'll let the gram know when I do. Back
Okay.
to you, Charlie.
I'm not gonna ask that. I'm gonna ask which ones you're thinking about, but we're gonna leave that.
We'll wait.
We'll let you figure that out. Me personally, could probably go to college.
Start a college.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Start a college?
Let's start a college. Charlie, you want to start a college with me?
I would be so honored.
It's collab. We could start a college and
Charlie University.
Charlie University. Charlie University.
Thanks.
Up.
Well,
Up. Because
where's New Mexico?
down. Yeah. I am pretty smart. I had to tell him.
We're right next to Arizona.
Yeah, that's Arizona.
Yep.
He definitely knows what
I passed geometry. Never mind.
Geometry.
Charlie, can you sing Sigma Boy?
Wait, which one?
Which
Charlie?
You, Charlie.
You, Charlie.
I think we should both sing at the same time.
Yeah.
This is all you.
All right. Sigma boy, Sigma boy, Sigma boy. I don't know how the rest of the song goes because I'm not a Russian or whatever that language is.
That is crazy.
Why is Charlie the new Rizzler? I don't know. I do have that Riz, I guess. What's Charlie? What's a GPA?
I don't know.
What's your GPA?
One more time.
What's your GPA? If you want to ask, you don't need is that a personal question? Am I allowed to ask that?
You are allowed to ask that. Yeah. I think I'm sitting right now. I think it's above a 4.0 because of AP classes. But I will admit I have a B in calculus right now.
Hey, at least you're in calculus.
Wait, can you help me with my pre-calc?
I got you. Hit me up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you up on that. Okay.
Study group at 7 o'clock tonight. Charlie, what was your mindset as you were trying to close the gap on the front?
Close the gap like as in get up to that front pack the first time?
I guess so. I'm just reading.
Okay. Well, to get into the pack, like to get into position, like the first time, I was just like, I have to get up here. Like I have to be here. I made it this far to NXN. I need to get to the up to that top pack, and then with the K to go, like I had put myself in position. I believed, like I knew I had confidence that I could take off and do what I have been training to do, which is have a really good last kilometer finish. And then like at the K, you saw me, if you watched, I made a move. I got in front of those guys. They kind of caught back up a little bit. And then I made like a second move. I let them, well, I don't want to say I let them, like I did not have this race on strings. Like it was very, very tactical, but I started pushing with a K to go. And then I was like, this is pretty fast. I wonder if I can hold this. Maybe I'll like bring it back just a little bit, let some guys catch me, because I want to look weak, right? Like I want them to think I'm out of my mind, like I'm about to blow up, right? Like being crazy to make them think I'm crazy. Maybe that's crazy. I don't know. Whatever it is. And then I go again, and I'm just like, with 600 left, I know I have to move. I think it was actually 700. Set in between like 700 and 800. I was just like, I can do this. Like I believe I'm here. I'm a fool if I waste this shot that I have right now. I have to go. So I just went. And I wish I could say I did not look back, I looked back a couple times, a couple too many. I didn't look back in the sense that I was not gonna like step on the brakes. Like pace-wise, the way I was running, I was not about to look back. Even though I kept looking back because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really here. Like this is happening. Like I was just, it was crazy. It was so surreal. And then once I got to the top of that final hill, I with like 200 left, man, I felt like that was 200 years. Like it was so long, and I was just trying to keep up, hold that pace, hold the pack off, and I was just like, it was crazy because like 6 years of hard work and dedication to this sport, and I got to that point, and it was amazing. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, it was awesome watching it. Sorry, Charlie. It was awesome watching it because the announcers were like, wait, and Charlie coming out of nowhere. Wait, I think he has it. I think he has it. Oh, and he's off. And it was crazy. You hit that hill, and like no one was catching you. No one was catching you. You were gone. It was crazy watching the race.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy.
Absolutely.
When you crossed the finish line and you won the race, did you like, what was that like? Did you like realize completely that you had just won NXN, or were you still kind of in shock? And like what was your mindset there?
I was in shock. If you saw the pictures on Instagram, there's a photo of me going like, because I just could not believe it. Like I crossed the line, I grabbed the tape, and it looks like I'm almost hugging it. Like it's mine. Like you can't have it. And I just had it, and I was like, oh my word. Like I cannot believe this just happened. And it was just, I feel like I'm still in shock. Like I feel like I haven't wrapped my head around it.
They called it the biggest upset in NXN history. That's just crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Because so many talented runners have run it.
It was a deep field. It was the deepest field I've ever been a part of. And like going in, I told my dad, I told my coaches, because they asked me how I think I was gonna, like how it was gonna go down. And I was like, there is at least 25 guys there that can run right there. Like anybody could have it on any given day. So I just didn't want to take chances and not be like one of those guys that didn't get it. I just positioned myself up there. But yeah, like, oh my goodness, what a stacked field.
Yeah. Yeah.
He says me and somebody else are watching this on our long run right now. Good for you. Good for you. 22 Louis X, something like that. Way to go. We're proud of you.
Hey, Charlie, do you mind if I answer a question that I saw in the comments?
Go for it.
Okay, well, I don't know who it was, but Brianna somebody, I think she asked something along the lines of how do you incorporate God, and then something about church and running, maybe like all together. I think, and I hope I answer this question the way you want. I think when you realize who Jesus Christ is, what he's done for you, and who you can be because of him, and who you are right now, you realize that he is everything, and you are what you are because of him. And like, I think you have to truly be humble to come to that conclusion, because we see people have success in the world in whatever it is, like it's running, it's business, it's art, music, and like those people obviously they work hard, they have talent and stuff like that. But I think if you know who Christ is, you know that all good things come from him. They come from God. Everything good in our lives is a gift. It's not because we're just so good. And I think if you can make that realization, and if you can really discover who Jesus Christ is and what that means, you will realize that the glory is his. It's not ours. I'm not good at running just because I'm good, or like just because I work hard. Like that is a gift. And yes, I have worked hard to develop that gift and like that talent. But I think if you truly want to do anything great in life and be successful and have joy, you have to incorporate Christ. Because we see these people get to the pinnacle, what we think is the greatest, right? And sometimes they're not happy. And I feel like if you can do things out of joy for what you do, while having faith in Christ, I mean, that's where the meaning in life comes from. And I just think, to anyone out there who's watching this, I don't want to like preach too long, but if you have faith, or if you have doubts, or even if you like want to believe, I would just say, learn it for yourself. If Jesus Christ is real, and if he's real to you, and what your life can be with him, and I say, search the scriptures and pray and learn about him and come unto him, and you will have that personal revelation if you are sincere and if you are humble and if you have faith. And then cling to that in everything you do. Incorporate God because you know who he is and what he's given you, and realize that running is not everything, right? I am a runner. I won NXN, but that's not everything. Like that's just something I do. It's not my life. So I think if you have humility and faith, you'll be able to see the Lord's hand in your life and whatever you do.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Oh, man.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Oh my word.
Tips for a freshman.
Hey, good.
Do your best. That's my tip. What's your tip for a freshman?
Tip for a freshman, who's like trying to be good, I assume, stick with it. It's gonna be hard, and if you really do like want to do something special, be fast. Just be consistent and work hard, and find that love, find that desire, let it burn. And then I think honestly, maybe this is easy for me to say because I'm fast or whatever, but just be the best that you can be. Like, to second what my man Charlie said, be the best, or be your best, do your best, but don't compare. Like, if your PR at the end of your senior season, when you like are the best you have been, is in the 17 minutes and the 15 minutes and the 14 minutes and the 20 minutes, like that's perfect. Just do what you can, and just do it because you love it, and then work hard.
Hey man, no. That's great. That's
Okay.
How many marathons have you ran? Well, I've never ran a marathon.
What's the closest you've got to, man?
What's a marathon? All right. What I ran, the farthest I ran was 30 miles.
Done a marathon.
Yeah, you've done a marathon.
What's a marathon?
What's the furthest you've run, Charlie?
Like 14.
Okay.
I got you.
I got you too. I did 15.
15.1.
Oh, you got me?
Yeah, I had to do the 0.1 to run farther than all of them.
I did 35 miles one day.
Okay.
I got you guys.
Light work for a guy like you, Charlie.
What was your average pace, Charlie?
Average pace? I got fast hours?
Yeah.
Something below 5, 5:30, 5:20, something probably. I think. I can pull it up on my Strava.
No, we're
I think I might have deleted my Strava.
Oh, really? Really?
I'll figure that out.
You should make you a Strava.
Are you using?
It's supposed to be ridiculous stuff. Like drive around. Couldn't tell you.
Although he wants to break. Yeah, what are your track goals?
Mine? Sub 4. Break. And I guess y'all have to hold me to it, but like, it's a goal. It's a lofty goal, but I want to run faster than Daniel Simmons' record at Arcadia in the 32.
Ooh.
So I want to run like 8:32. And then sub 151 in the 800.
One.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
So
if I break 2, I'll be okay.
I think I might be able to do that on my bike.
Oh my word.
Wow,
Something light.
that is crazy. You have a pair of sunglasses.
Believe it or not, I do.
Wow, that is absolutely crazy.
I've got a personal question for you. What brand is your microwave? Yeah, the silence is killing me. You don't know what brand your microwave is?
No, I know it's a Whirlpool.
Okay.
Did he just get up? He did.
Oh, you were there.
Oh, Whirlpool. Nice. Solid mic.
All right.
What color is it?
What colors?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like typical microwave colors.
Yeah.
Gray, black. The other ones,
What flavor of air does your microwave use?
Leftover chicken.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay.
What about you? What's your go-to microwave and air flavor?
Go-to microwave is I have a gas-powered microwave at my house, so it's pretty efficient. And for air flavors, you usually always get a taste of gas. But original flavor, and then sometimes I like to throw in blueberry flavor in there. I like to roast my blueberries.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Position the camera then. Maybe like. Oh, do you guys like my? Does everyone like my setup?
Oh, show everyone
Yes.
the setup.
Bro, I don't even know what this is, and this is a cooler. Hold on. How do I turn it around?
Got 3 different.
Let's see if I can play you a song.
Wow,
I don't know who's
this
better.
is really good. Ours.
We have one of our
Should I
cameras in a tissue box.
Should I risk it? Should I take it down? I'm gonna show
Okay.
because you showed it. Compare whose is better. So we got the one camera is set up inside of a tissue box.
That's
We have a
fire.
little- That's our YouTube one. Then we have the one on a hand sanitizer, the one on a water bottle, and this random thing we found in the nursery. We got our tech stuff over here, our tech guy, and those things, and then the chargers are held up by the Jesus Storybook Bible.
That's fire.
So yeah, I think it's a pretty good setup. But
The water bottle we found in the lost and found.
this was found in our church lost and found, so we gotta go return that in a minute. So much love to everyone. Thank you everyone for coming out.
Thank you.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
Thank you so much, Charlie. It was a joy to have you on here. Yeah. See you guys later.
See you guys.
See y'all.